The weight loss industry is filled with blood-sucking, money-hungry vultures. The sneaky marketing masterminds behind Atkins, Weight Watchers, and the infamous Beachbody bozos. The ones who have been secretly making billions of dollars off your pain and suffering, while behind your back, raking in profits, seducing you to buy their next product with more lies and false claims. But what really pisses me off is this. Everything I've studied in the past 10 years about nutrition and melting away belly fat was utterly wrong. In fact, I had to leave the country to discover the unusual weight loss secret you're about to see right inside this video. And once you hear the truth, you will immediately feel a sudden boost of energy, stamina, and youthful vitality in the first week. Imagine feeling a jolt of energy tomorrow morning like you did in your 20s. Even if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s right now, you will see your stubborn belly that hangs over your belt or pokes out of your dress completely vanish. You will suddenly look and feel 10 times healthier than you have in the last 20 years, and you will find that all of the symptoms and causes of your most major health conditions, things like hyperthyroidism, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, chronic joint pain, will all rapidly shift back to normal in a matter that is so unbelievable, so unimaginable, it would make even the most dedicated atheist look up to the sky and say there is a God. Now, the secret I'm about to share with you is so simple, so easy, that even in the next few days, the results you will see in the mirror are going to be indescribable and so astonishing that it probably sounds almost unbelievable when you first hear about it. You will likely wonder how something like this got past you in the first place. To be honest, quitting my job and putting myself in harm's way to support my country by joining the armed forces, I felt the exact same way when I was first told about the incredible scientific breakthrough about a fat-burning cycle buried in the human anatomy that Westerners, Canadians, Australians, and European countries were not privy to. At first, I thought this was a bunch of hogwash, feeding me a lot of false claims I've already heard before. But it felt unreal observing the rapid body transformations of once out-of-shape courageous soldiers on a C-130 flying home, excited to show their families how fit and lean they were. Seeing Patricia's body physically transform right before my eyes, and seeing the outrageous weekly growth of my weight loss camp of thousands of people just like you and me, all try it out for themselves and experience unbelievable, unheard of, life-changing results. I was absolutely convinced that what I'm about to share with you will give you the lean, healthy physique and confidence you either always wanted but never had, or once had and lost decades ago. But the most mind-blowing was this. It will diminish several toxins, free radicals, and heavy metals from your body to free up unused energy that will have you feeling light and young again. And not to mention, it will totally breathe new life into every bad cell in your body, addressing all of your medical problems, conditions, and diseases, and genetically lowering your age on a cellular level, similar to a 23-year-old. That is exactly what happened for Crystal in Houston, Texas. She lost more than 30 pounds and several inches in a very short period of time. She was shocked in a J. Crew dressing room when she discovered she dropped from a size 15 dress to a size 9. Or even Charles from Houston, Texas, who lost 40 pounds in 5.5 weeks and saved over $200 a month because he didn't have to purchase any more type 2 diabetic prescriptions from his drugstore. Or Linda from Detroit, Michigan, who used this simple method you're about to discover to lose over 30 pounds in her first month. Or James from Rockford, Illinois. He lost 20 pounds in less than 4 weeks while on the road traveling to work, and not only did he lose his unwanted body fat, but he also looks and feels way younger now. Here's what Jennifer from Little Rock, Arkansas says. What you shared in your presentation was amazing, especially toward the end. Before I watched your video, my doctor said I was 25 pounds overweight and my blood pressure was off the charts. I didn't think there was hope, and I thought it was over. Even though I was so skeptical at first, after you explained the science behind the technique in such an easy-to-understand fashion, I figured I would give it a try. That was the best decision I have ever made, and it has only been 33 days and I've already lost 26 pounds. That's 7.5 pounds a week. And incredibly enough, I am medically no longer considered a diabetic. I can't believe how powerful this stuff is. Thank you for sharing. Those are just a few of the tens of thousands of off-the-cuff success stories I've received, and I will reveal a few more with you in a minute. But before I do, it is important I tell you how this works and why it will not only transform your body, but also save your life. Like I mentioned before, my name is Wes, and yep, you guessed it, I'm a single dad. And here's me and my munchkins being silly in a photo I took a week ago. And even though being labeled as a celebrity trainer by my peers, rubbing elbows with top fitness infomercial gurus such as Shark Tank, Class Act, Kevin Harrington, and transforming men's and women's bodies at some of the largest weight loss camps in the country. Looking back, it almost feels surreal, and it was a humbling feeling to be labeled as the top world authority on body transformations, who has the reputation of taking the most challenging clients from other trainers and completely transforming their bodies in weeks. But I'm really no different than you. I just stumbled upon an unusual formula that radically changed Patricia Ron, a 45-year-old out-of-shape woman whose transformation, as you can see, is pretty darn incredible. And I will tell you a secret. Not only does she look and feel physically better, she is stress-free and has the childlike energy to share special family moments with her daughter and hubby. But like most of us, including myself, Patricia was still skeptical. Even though she looked physically amazing and had the energy of a 25-year-old, she wanted medical scientific proof. So she went as far as getting a full physical done at the Mayo Medical Clinic, including genetic scans and detailed lab analysis. The doctors all concluded that even though she was in her 40s, her body, from a biological standpoint, had the anatomical makeup of a 26-year-old. That's a pretty remarkable thing to be told by some of the most respected doctors in the world. But it's even more remarkable when you consider that just years ago, Patricia was an out-of-shape diabetic woman who suffered from hypothyroidism, feeling tired and sluggish all the time. Even the MRI scans were so dreadful the doctor told her it wasn't safe for her to drive home. And even though Patricia wanted to do better, she felt too lazy and tired after work to run on the treadmill or do any type exercise at a sweaty, germ-filled gym. But she didn't realize things were that bad. It all happened so soon. I still remember my heart dropping to the floor when Patricia told